With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. We're ready. Go to base. Check 53. Check back. Check back.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now Murray, and yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And here we go on fourth down with Murray. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A first carry for Josh Adams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, here's Locke. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brashad Perriman, 57 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Murray now on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw, it's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Stay in situation. Let's go.
They do go for it. It's Murray. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Love. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first and 10, Locke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Taysom Hill, 29 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden it. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
90 is the mic. Let's go, D. 90 is the mic. Here it comes.
After the interception, it's Love. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Luck. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before the break. Luck. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, it's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
To throw is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally would do.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself.
Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Murray with a 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deion Sanders. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. As his guys thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up.
They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
This is taken at the 3. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he's just singing.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Steve McClendon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And now here is another interception. B.J. Goodson with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Murray. And my goodness, another interception. B.J. Goodson with a pick. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stack.
And it'll be intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And now here is another interception. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11 feet.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother
preserve.
did the same. It smelled terrible.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Murray, one final try. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
We got this. Check 45 to mine.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You got 3 down.
They'll give it to Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Devin Hester, the intended receiver. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Murray. And that will be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Murray sets to throw on fourth. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Bruce Smith. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might give radio silence back.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. We're scoreless after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And quickly to his tight end, Clark. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb So he got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Devin Hester there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Here's Murray. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got daylight past the 20. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA. Devin Hester, 61 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Murray now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. Second and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like they're... And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jonnu Smith